I got to take a little of the sauce off of that one
Don't
there.
Take too much,
I mean,
it was tasting good.
You said absolutely no problem.
I have no issue.
I say no problem, but it's not absolute. Let's talk about it for real. It's not right what's happening to a Pittsburgh roster. It's not right. You know why? Because what we have lost is commitment, but I understand why we lost commitment. Because everyone was gaining in riches except the players. So we had to now undermine what commitment looks like. Why stay still if there's no money here? NIL deals obviously help out in that situation. But what Pittsburgh is saying here, without saying it, is really that they're upset at the way the world works. And I understand why they're upset at the way the world works. We all know that it runs downhill, Pitt runs downhill. We're going to talk about it right now because they're seeing USC, the rich, get richer. What people are really upset in this world is happening in our real life world, policies and social issues, and it's happening right now at the collegiate level, is this. A few have the most. A few have the most. USC took Caleb Williams. That's fine. USC took Mario Williams. That's fine. USC now looking at you, Jordan Addison, like you come over here too. A few have the most. So Pittsburgh is saying, look, what can we fight with? What weapons are we left with? We can't compete in NIL deals. We can't compete in terms of the talent pool. Only way we can commit is by some of the old school values like commitment. And that's why I have a problem with this much. The dad in me, the guy who transferred high schools, and then I was asked another year to transfer to another high school, 3 high schools in 4 years, and I said, I can't. I got to stay committed. I got to stay in a place and be secure. And I'm looking at it from Pittsburgh's perspective, and they're like, dude, first of all, he became the Blitnikoff Award winner as a sophomore because he was on our team, and then y'all gonna wait the rich and take him when he's at his richest right here. That's my only issue, but that's the dad in me. That's the old school value system that I'm still holding on to, even though this world is fluid and it is all transitioning. But I understand their plight. I understand their situation because Pitt can't fight what USC is out there fighting with.
And I feel you on the dad.
Let's talk through this. We need a little more time. Let me throw another name at you.
Please do.
Chip Kelly, on his pursuit to becoming Chip Kelly, recruited me to go to Columbia. On the phone, talking to Chip Kelly, looking forward to it. Yeah, get to Columbia, Chip Kelly, go. He on his way. Now, this is what is highlighted through what you're saying, what I'm saying. This is why you got to understand what Pitt is saying. What Pitt is saying is, and there's another thing they don't want to say, but I'll be your lawyer. Jordan Addison, did you qualify to go to USC at the time that you were leaving high school? I wonder. Yes, no, maybe so. But now you're going to use us up in the process of getting to the level where USC is sitting there as one of the suitors at the transfer portal, and then you're going to leave us high and dry. What do we get in response to that? Your counter is this. The coaches could do it, but you don't right a wrong with another wrong. Or is it right in the first place? That's the great point about all of this, because this is what happens in the Ivy League a lot of times, and I've seen it and I've read articles about it. People get admitted to the Ivy League and they use extracurricular activities. They use admissions through athletics and get on there. And then as soon as they get there, they got admitted, they quit. And since it's not scholarship, what can you do? They just long they pay their tuition, they got to stay. But did you qualify for that opportunity without using that as your weapon? They're looking at Jordan Addison like, dog, you going to USC now? But we are the ones that help do this with you. And that is a conversation, if we have a little time right now, that needs to be respected at least.
Sel,
I heard it. But what's the balancing act between the flexibility you want as a prospect, as a player, and the instability that is being created because these guys are going year to year, different school? What happened to the whole collegiate experience? We know that was a farce, and now it's dead. The collegiate experience is now a bank experience. Basically, how much you're getting paid to be in a certain place. Would you leave this show right after the show and then do that show and then leave right after that show, then go to the next network, go right after that? Because it's always with upward mobility. What we're telling these kids is, hey, go to greener pastures. But what we're not talking about are the ones who go to somewhere else, lose that stability, have the flexibility, and it doesn't play off. It doesn't work out for those guys. As you said.
Isn't that I don't want to say good, but isn't that necessary? Because that's life.
No,
like
that's
you say,
life.
Losers create winners, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's life. If you want to transfer and you transfer Tate Martell, leaves Ohio State, goes to Miami as a quarterback. He don't ever start in Miami either.
Yep.
Then leaves Miami and goes somewhere else. That's life, big dog.
That
it
is.
doesn't always work out like Joe Burrow. You don't
Yeah,
leave
it is.
Ohio State, go to LSU, become the greatest quarterback in LSU history, become a number one pick, and go to the Super Bowl year 2. You can suck too. And I just think college prepares you for the real world. This the real world.
But in the real world also, there aren't greener pastures, at least in absolute form. Sometimes you just need to sit still, and the grass is greener where you are.
Yes, sir.
If you just took care of it,
Yes, sir.
watered it,
good.
and cultivated that damn soil. Coming up, Steph Curry has a reason to smile after the Warriors' big win yesterday, and we'll tell you if the Grizzlies can still win this.